Welcome to Mindsuite Metrics. Mindsuite is an integrated SaaS-based system that continuously benchmarks and improves the culture for people working with or within an organization. Leveraging enterprise-wide crowdsourced input and feed-forward engagement, Mindsuite makes it easy to gain real-time stakeholder intelligence and long-term alignment. Unlike other tools that only uncover problems or advisory services that are subjective, Mindsuite automates data collection, collaboration, and monitoring. Powered by a secure proprietary algorithm that ensures value to both the business and the individual, Mindsuite identifies strategic opportunities, aligns resources, and helps you focus on the metrics that matter for your organization. As a progressive organization, we invite you to be a leader in optimizing human performance for greater organization results. If you are a chamber of commerce, a member of a chamber, or any workforce development group, we invite you to join our Performance Optimization Council. Let's begin with a little background to this opportunity with the evolution of business analytics. Through the 50s, 60s, and 70s, we had the financial revolution. During that time, organizations began to take a closer look at how they use their financial resources to help them to get a better handle on improving performance and profitability. And that led to the emergence of the current financial management systems. We progressed into the 80s, 90s, and 2000s when we had the operating revolution, led by noted visionaries like Deming, Conway, Goldratt, and Tom Peters. They looked to improve workflow and take the waste out of a system, and that led to the emergence of today's operating and quality management systems. But now we are experiencing the full impact of the human and talent revolution. With our on-demand culture and mobile workforce, which has really necessitated the need for us to be able to have a measurable and ongoing human optimization system. And that brings us to the challenge in front of us. There are many elements that must work together to ensure an organization attains and sustains high performance. Consider the analogy of purchasing an automobile. As an individual, we go out and make a decision based on our current needs and our desires and wants. And also, we take a look at the entire system and how it will meet those needs. But organizations don't work that way. In many cases, one member of the organization or group might go out and effectively purchase the steering wheel, another the tires, another the body and drivetrain. And then the expectation is they will come together and work to perform as we expect. That really is the challenge at hand. Because unfortunately, the critical human element has long been on the outside looking in. And for those of us in HR, we know that sometimes it has been difficult to get a seat at the table. That is, until now. We offer this opportunity, the first integrated human talent continuous improvement system. Mindsuite Metrics offers this in 4 stages. First, in our Performance Gap Index, we help you to understand the gaps between the performance that you desire and the performance as it truly is today. But secondly, and importantly, we look to align the key stakeholders so everyone understands not only where the differences are, but they also understand why it's important. Once we understand what the right resources are and the right elements are, we can then focus on the right things to make our business work or organization work the way we want it to. And finally, that ongoing action can continue to take place and we can see the impact and make continuous improvement to make sure that we actually get the results that we desire. Well, how does this work? Let's take a look at stage 1 in the Performance Gap Index. This system is an integrated system that has many interchangeable components that measure the human element. in any organization or in any group, there may be areas of focus that are key and important to you right now. The Performance Gap Index provides a various and very deep bench in terms of what different competency or focus you'd like to place. Everything from leadership, strategy, wellness, purchasing, community, engagement, innovation, humanity. Once you've decided which elements you want to focus in on, we can help you to identify and isolate those priorities that are most relevant to you right now while still monitoring the others. This powerful algorithm and tool will help you to get instant access to your stakeholders and identify where you're performing well and where the areas of opportunity are. And secondly, it will also help us to understand how each key stakeholder values these particular areas of focus. And these areas will be accessible to all members and transparent through a private dashboard. And now, here comes stage 2, where the magic begins. The Performance Alignment Index system integrates and enables stakeholder alignment. What that means is now each member of this particular, each stakeholder and each member of the group can then begin to see how their view either aligns or is different from other members of the stakeholders, leaders, managers, employees, customers, and others. Once that non-deniable data is made public, we can then start the process of aligning our resources to focus on what we believe is the right course of action. That leads us to stages 3 and 4. Now that we've focused in stage 3, stage 4 provides us with the opportunity to take real-time and ongoing action. Consider this analogy of, rather than a data clip, which you receive with most of these type of functions, consider it a movie that's always going and the plot is ever unfolding. We can then take a look at how our different initiatives are focusing and working today, and tomorrow we will see whether or not we're reaching towards our goal or whether we need to redouble or refocus our efforts. That type of opportunity allows each and every group to see the results, to know what they're doing really matters in reaching a performance goal. So let's look at the 4-part systems approach that Mindsuite Metrics employs. First, we provide a baseline input, identifying the priorities and actions. That is, for your chamber, your group, or your workforce development or organization, you'll be able to start with smart conversations and personalizing input from the desired stakeholders for them to get real information, drill down deep into what are the issues that matter for your organization. Once that's been completed, the next step is to have progressive input and monitoring. We will continue ongoing conversations, achieving deeper insights and segmenting the data to really help you to find out what truly is going on inside your organization, and to provide pulse checks to measure progress weekly, daily, or even hourly. That will then allow you to take the actions that are recommended either internally through benchmarking or make actions based on our external benchmarking and our proven programs, so you can then do the best thing for making your organization work. And here comes the most important part. Once those actions are taken, you'll be able to clearly see your return on investment, cross-referencing this data with your financial and operating metrics so the entire organization can see how they're working together towards the goal. This simple 4-part systems approach is what drives the Performance Optimization Council. What are the benefits for being part of this initiative? First, to have real-time data capture and simple, actionable, and concise reporting. Not something that requires a degree in statistics to understand, but you will be able to very quickly see if you're making progress and to see where your gaps are. Secondly, the depth of analysis and segmentation. Our ability to compare different groups inside your organization will help you to go underneath the surface to make sure you really understand what groups are really need to focus to help get to your goal. Third, being able to connect your human data to business outcomes and predictive analytics. That will allow you to make sure that you can then connect your human capital initiatives with your financial and operating measures. Cross-referencing that also to customer impact metrics. How is what your organization doing relating to your customer in terms of what they want and in terms of what they expect? And in today's on-demand and different culture with our new millennials who are part of our workforce, some of the greatest gains can be made in how we can use our proprietary humanity, wellness, and resilience measures to help you to really get inside the heads of the people who are your new workforce and help to give them the best framework and the best tools to be successful. In addition, a benefit is the scope of our metrics. Our performance, culture, strategy, and Strengths Plus initiatives will help you to really focus in on what's important to you so you can go from anything from our general culture to really wellness or anything in between to help you focus in on what you need to improve today. And of course, our ongoing human capital monitoring tracking, it's simple, it's affordable, and it's something you can check every day, the same way that you check your financial and operating reports. And for those of you in the learning profession, this will enable and ensure a knowledge transfer and engagement and enabling model that will get people excited about learning and very quickly be able to get that information and make really good, solid decisions in your organization. And it is cost effective. The price is much lower than the current market prices for other organizations who offer this type of big data analytic. And finally, we have a multilingual workforce, and we're able to translate quickly into several different languages with a history with most of the documented languages around the business community. In addition, as part of the Performance Optimization Council, we will offer you a certification, whether it be in the employee's mind, customer's mind, or culture gap, or anything in between. We'll be able to provide for your organization a certification that says you have gone through this process and you have reviewed the analytics and your organization has been certified. So who is Mindsuite Metrics? We've been measuring the human element for over 25 years all over the world. We started through the quantification of complex customer relationships into easy-to-use metrics, and we've now expanded into our areas of employee engagement, supply chain, channel engagement, and into organization culture. And recently, we have worked by helping organizations to understand how to properly leverage the opportunities within their communities. So not just your organization, but if you are a chamber, here's a way to take the business community, leverage it into what the community at large wants, and really create a very holistic approach to your area. And finally, we enable our customers so they spend a small amount with us for a big result. Our partners include, most notably, John King, the New York Times bestselling author of Tribal Leadership. John is a strong member and supporter of our organization, and his area in tribal leadership and culture mapping has been the foundation for helping us to create these powerful analytics. And we worked with companies all over the world, some in your area, including notables like Procter & Gamble, Bayer, Alcon, M&M, AT&T, and Remax. With a very simple process, once you're part of our membership, once you get this information, all you need to do is click and register online and receive your registration package with 24 hours, and you will have access to not only getting the data you need, but the benchmarking data of others in your community. Thank you for this opportunity. At the Mindsuite Metrics, we're here to put it all together for you to help you become a low-risk, high-result leader today.